Slam a tent flap with Sanctuary of Reality, my comic review series. Time now for Cerebus issue 255, the 24th chapter of Going Home. A massive airship, a steam-powered blimp vehicle, flies overhead, with Cerebus freaking out, while Jocka, Ham, and Mary act like it's nothing unusual. The next day, Cerebus thinks to himself, in full Ham Ernest Way dialogue style, how similar he is to Ham, right down to how they both sit the same way. He even suggests his own nickname be Egg, so they would both together be Ham and Egg. But Ham doesn't find that amusing. Anyway, as Cerebus continues to think to himself, since Ham told him to shut the F up, Jocka visits the nearby hunting lodge just to see if they'll let an unmarried couple stay there. Jocka returns, and surprisingly, they're okay with unmarried couples, as long as Cerebus and Jocka sign a paper claiming that they're both lesbians. She begins to bring up the fact that Cerebus is a hermaphrodite, when Cerebus, fearing that his hero Ham will hear this, demands she shut up and flings his drink at her. Luckily, Ham was napping and heard nothing. Later, Cerebus tries to explain to Jocka why he'd be uncomfortable claiming to be a lesbian, and confuses Jocka with Joanne again on that subject. Jocka thought the two of them being hunting lodge lesbians would be a funny joke, but now she feels like she doesn't know him, and maybe she doesn't even want to. Mary, overhearing their issue, offers to tell them a story. Where does this story take place? I haven't mentioned it since they first appeared, but the two African gun bearers, Charo and Ngui, or Ngui, I don't know how you say his name, they've appeared throughout, and they continue to speak in Swahili. And the only way you can understand what they're saying is if you speak Swahili, or you read the annotations in the back. But the scenes are mostly pointless with them. You're not missing anything if you don't know what they're saying. But the lettering on their Swahili dialogue is really artistically awesome, and it's fun to watch just to look at it. Truly, they appear to serve no purpose to the overall narrative until this issue. Here we get the first mention of the religion of Islam. It's a very small mention that will have a greater impact in the later books of the series. I found this issue actually more enjoyable than the previous one, though there are still some minor quibbles I have. Cerebus is starting to pick up a lot of Ham's habits, not just his dialogue quirks. It's considering how mentally unbalanced Ham is, he's not the best person to be mimicking. The airship sequence is really interesting, right? But it serves no real greater purpose other than to show that Cerebus was gone on Pluto a long time and technology advanced without him. Remember, he was stuck in the bar for a long time. And as we saw with the gun last issue, technology is advancing while he's staying behind. He's not even aware of the stuff's going on around him. Cerebus and Jocka are getting more strained in their relationship, and this issue does well to highlight that. But otherwise, it's not really a standout issue, but I did like it. Next time, the lion, the witch, and the safari wardrobe.